Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial, so it's kind of like a full face of makeup that I haven't tried yet or I've just gotten my hands on, and all of it you can buy in Penneys. Now it's not Primark Penneys own brand makeup, well some of it is, not all of it, but the bits that aren't you can actually buy in Penneys stores. So Wet n Wild, Catrice, Essence and I think a little bit of Maybelline, so we'll just see how we get on. It's stuff that I have been wanting to blog about, but I just haven't had the time to like sit down and put it on my face and take photographs and write a blog post, so I said I'd throw it all into one video and see how it all works out. Okay, so the kind of exciting part about this video is that I have the new brushes from Penneys, and I saw these in stores and I literally grabbed them all. It's like they come in, some of them come singly, some of them come in double pack, so you have like, this is a double pack, €4, and then they have the powder brushes, foundation brushes, they have like concealer, they have like detailed eye brushes, they have these little touch-up brushes, they have a lot. And they're the part of the PS Pro range, and I've actually heard that the person that developed these brushes used to work for MAC, so maybe that's where the quality is coming from. The powder brush is gorgeous, it's really soft. The foundation brush I have tried and I do like, but the rest of these are all clean and ready to be used. So I'm going to use as much Penneys available stuff as I can in the video. So I'm going to start with eyes, and I am going to start with eyes because I think I'm going to do something a bit dramatic, even though my top is very casual. And my eyes, I have a few options. I have a PS own brand eyeshadow primer, and I have two from Essence. I have the colour intensifying one and the I Heart Stage eyeshadow base. This one is kind of pinkier, and I have tried this during the day and it does work really well for keeping your makeup on. This one is more like a concealer type of a base. I'd liken it to my Urban Decay Eden primer potion, which I love when I'm doing like a dramatic smoky eye because it cancels out all my freckles and any redness I have on my eyelids. And then the last one that I have is from Wet n Wild. It is their Photo Focus eyeshadow primer with this, and if I have to cancel out any of the other colour, I'll go in with the Essence one. Okay, this is thick. It's like silicone-y. Blends out nicely and it actually feels nice and smoothing. Like it smoothed out some of my wrinkles, so that's a good sign. So I think we'll go in with the Essence one now and try and cover up some of my freckles. Okay. This is very dark. The Eden primer is a bit more can you see? I might just zoom in and see. Okay. So you can see the, you see it's actually, it's quite dark, it's very pigmented, so yeah, that did a nice job of covering up all of my freckles. Can you see the difference between this eye and this one? So I always like to set my eyeshadow primer, just find that the eyeshadows blend that bit easier. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. That's what that looks like there. It's like a pressed baked powder and I love it. So I'm just going to use a fluffy brush and pat that over my eyelid. For brows, you've seen me use this before. It's my one and only brow product and I don't live without it. I just got my brows done yesterday. Got them done in Body Beautiful in Douglas here in Cork. I'm actually getting some treatments done with them over the next few weeks. So if you are in the Cork area and you want to switch to your beauty salon or try out somewhere new, I have a 10% discount code off all of nails. I got my nails done, waxing, tinting, they do facials, they do everything. So you can either mention that you follow Louise O'Connell and you'll get the 10% off, or I think the code is beautiful 045. I think that's what it is. But It's just the Catrice Slimatic Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. This is waterproof as well, and I'm only just going to fill in where I have gaps. I don't need much colour, I just need to even them out a little bit. The one thing about using Penneys makeup is that there is no mirror in the compacts, so I'm gonna have to it would be just so handy if you could use and have a mirror, but they don't. So I know for the price of them you can't really complain, but I just wish they had a mirror. Is that too much to ask? But the palettes that I'm going to be dipping in and out of are the Master eyeshadow palette. And this is one of the newer colours. It's got like really nice orange and cranberries, yellows, golds. It's really, really pretty. I have a blog post up on this on the blog. And then this is new. It's their Just Peachy eyeshadow palette, and it smells like peaches. Packaging is very, very cute. I have a blog post ready to go on these, but it might just be easier to kind of use them in person. Use that fluffy brush again, the 230, and I'm going to just kind of lightly define out my crease with the mix of these two. So this kind of pinky peachy shade and this kind of transition colour. Kind of going with the darker shades just on its own and kind of deepen up your crease a little bit more. So I'm going to go into this orange shade here in the Master Pro palette. I'm going to use the smaller brush, the 220, and I'm just going to kind of work that into my crease a little bit as well. Then I'm going into this kind of deeper colour up here in the Master Pro palette again. And I'm just using the same brush. I'm just going to concentrate this on the outer bit of the eye. So I'm going back to the peach palette and I'm using this dark kind of warm brown shade. I'm going to darken up the outer crease just a little bit more, and then I'm going to put this kind of a cranberry copper shade all over my lid, and we'll see how that works out. To add a little bit more shimmer to the eyelid, I have new products from Essence. They're the Metal Shock eyeshadows. Been likened across social media to the Stila Okay, they're actually really, really nice. They're very metallic. The only thing is the colour doesn't kind of really match the rest of my eye makeup, so we're going to have to kind of deepen up the crease in the outer V just a little bit more. Okay, I think that looks much better. So I'm just going to take a clean, brand new clean 230 and I'm just going to buff out the edges just to make sure that there's no harsh lines, and we'll come back and we'll highlight the brow bone later. Okay, so we need to tidy up this situation before we put on our eyeliner, and I'm just taking a little bit of the Bioderma micellar water on a cotton pad, and I'm just going to kind of sharpen up that area here. This will act as a guide as well for your eyeshadow or for your eyeliner, and it's good if you're not that good like me. If you're not that good with eyeliner, and there actually wasn't that much fallout from those eyeshadows, you know, there's not much down on my cheeks here. There's actually none at all, to be honest. Tapping the brush helps. That's another kind of a trick. So we'll do our eyeliner, we'll go in with some mascara, and we may or may not put on some fake lashes. We'll see how we go. Okay, so I've lined my eyes and I've put on some mascara. The eyeliner I had trouble with, I'm not gonna lie. I attempted to use this one by Essence. It's the Essence Liquid Ink Liner, and it's very messy. It's very, very wet, so if you're not very, very careful, it will seep out into your eyeshadow. So I had to kind of do a little repair job there with the glitter just in the inner corner. And I ended up finishing my wing with the PS Felt Tip Liner, which I love. It's okay. The mascara I used is the Wet n Wild Max Volume Mascara. It looks like this. And I also love their Renegade Lash, and I've seen that in Penneys stores now lately, and I have a review of that up on the website as well. Okay, so I'm very pale at the moment, so the foundation I'm going to use is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This has been doing the rounds on social media. I've had it on my Snapchat, I've had it on my Instagram stories. I was sent the shade Classic Beige, which is this one, and it's too dark for me, but I was in Penneys during the week and I got the soft ivory shade, and I think that'll match in with my pasty paleness at the moment. I have little breakouts and pores around my nose and my chin, so baby skin, which is kind of very similar to the Smashbox primer. I just love eyeshadow on my fingers. So it's kind of like that's clear silicone, and it kind of mats down my pores a good bit without drying them out. So I'm just going to put this across my nose and to the start of my cheeks where I need it. And then I'm just going to dot the foundation over my face. And see how it blends that out. Okay, so that's just kind of evened out my skin tone a good bit. It's matched my pasty pale skin really well. Yeah. I like it. It really kind of matched out my skin. It's evened out my skin tone. It's covered the blemishes at the side of my nose, and it matches in fairly well with my neck. So that is all good. We're going to move on to concealer now, and I have a few options. Try these. These are the Catrice Retouch Brightening Concealer, and there's one that's anti-dark circle. They're kind of lavender and gold, lavender and yellow, I suppose. And maybe I could do a little bit of the brightening one. We'll see. I don't know. Do I need a bit of brightening? We could all do a bit of brightening. I'm just worried that these will cake under my usual. So I'm not going to put it on with the brush just in case I put on too much, and I hate these little brush applicator ones anyway. Ooh. And blend that out. That has brightened up my inner eye a good bit. Two new concealers that have come into Penneys. They're called My Perfect Colour Liquid Concealers, and they look like this. And I have two colours here. I have porcelain and I have nude beige. I'll go with the porcelain one under my eyes. All the way up. Center my chin, down my nose, and up on my forehead. Penneys little mini beauty sponge, and just blend all those in. One is the PS Flawless Finish in Light Lumiere. It's a kind of illuminating mineral powder. It's a loose powder. I'm never usually gone on the loose powders, but I said, look, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to try it. And we'll see how it goes. Bake a little bit under the eyes with this, and then I'm going to brush what's left over the rest of my face to set down my powder, and we'll see how it goes. I lost an earring. I don't think it's. We'll reserve judgment. I'll see how the rest of my makeup applies over it. Catrice Prime and Fine. I'm not going to use the highlighter part, but I am going to use the contour, and I'm going to use this little brush. It's the 141. It's from the PS range as well. Contour shade's okay. Hate my nose. It's wonky. Use a little bit of this peach blush. It's in the Make Me Blush Peachy Cheek palette from that peach collection that Penneys have out at the moment. The other option I have is this Wet n Wild Apricot in the Middle. I've showed this on my Snapchat, and it's actually a really, really nice blush, so maybe I'll try that as well. The blush is lovely. There's a sheen to it. So for highlight, I'm just going in with that Wet n Wild highlighter that I showed in my August favourites. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous highlighter. Okay, so I am going to go finish off the rest of my eyes, and then we'll come back and do a lip, and then we'll be done. Yay! Okay guys, this is the finished makeup look. I went back and I did a lip with the PS lip liner in Desert Sand. Everyone loves this, and their round lipstick in the shade Vogue, just to give a nude lip because the eye is quite strong. I just cleaned up my contour with a little bit of powder and added a few of the cluster lashes, and that's it. There you go now. I hope you really like this video. I still have to get better at the tutorials, but sure, look, I'm trying. God loves a trier. I just want to show you actually, the PS round lipsticks come in like a ton of different colours now. Nudes, reds, pinks, all sorts. They're only $1.30 each, and I love these. I love the texture of them. I love how they last. The lip liners are really good. There's also a bunch of colours for the lip liners. Not too fond of the matte lip kits. They're just too chalky and drying altogether, but the round lipsticks and these lip liners I love. So when you see them, buy them. They're only $1.30, you know, so that's fine. Looking at my face there now in the mirror, I wish I was a little bit more tanned for this kind of eye look. I'm a little bit pale. I liked the blush. I did not like the Essence liner, and I think the contour kind of went a little bit mucky, so I'm not sure if I'd use this again. So yeah, I hope you liked it, and as always, I'd really appreciate it if you liked this video and give it a thumbs up, and then hit the subscribe button. You can follow me over my other social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave all those links down below. I also have a whole website with kind of different reviews and chit chat and that kind of thing, so that's www.louiseoconnell.ie. And until the next time, guys, I will talk to you later. Oh, I mustn't forget to do the whole Amrezy. Nah, I just can't. I actually can't take myself seriously enough to do that. Fair play to the YouTubers that do, but I'm a 36-year-old mother of one. I can't pull that off. I just can't. Like, cue the music and cue Louise going. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. I just can't do it. No. So, we'll move on quickly from that one. So until the next time, guys, I will talk to you soon.